Mate, which is Gray Beard Crow Father here. It's July 2nd. Yeah, July 2nd. So it's the holiday weekend for those of us who are in the United States. And for the rest of you who are not in the United States, hopefully it'll still be a good weekend for you. We do actually have Monday off if you get the federal holiday off like I do, so I get a nice 3-day weekend. I'm going to do a little short video here tonight for multiple reasons. Um, Tomorrow I'm going to be officiating doing a hand fasting for my daughter and her girlfriend. So they were getting married and wanted me to do the officiating and the hand fasting. So um, I'll be getting ready to go crash for a little bit after I'm done with this video in preparation for tomorrow. The second reason is actually kind of one that is why I'm actually doing the video tonight. Our old girl, Louise the dog, I'm sure you've probably heard her or seen her in prior videos. She's not doing so well anymore, but it's because, well, she's old. When we adopted her, we were told that she was 10 years old, and that was absolutely not correct. She's probably more about, I would have to guess, 14, maybe 15 at this point, and we've had her for a couple of years. So, anyways, she's slowly declining, and we're just trying to do what we can to make her as comfortable as we can, which leads me into the topic of tonight's video. Uh, do animals, your pets and whatnot, um, go to the Summerlands? And my belief is yes, they do. Um, I don't believe that they do like a conscious choice of you know, passing through the veil and then deciding that they want to stick around for a while. I think it all kind of stems down to the fact, like, if it's a personal pet, like a dog or a cat, they may realize what's going on and wait around for you to pass through the veil too before you're reunited. If they, are happy, some pets, they just go through and then come back in the next lifetime. Now, I am going to say, in my belief, that this is true of all animals, wild animals, insects, arachnids. I believe that because they don't have the thought process and consciousness of a human, that they just pass and then jump into the next life. One of the things that truly supports my belief of this came from the fact of one of our prior cats. And I believe I mentioned this in one of the prior videos that I've done before, but we had a cat. His name was Socks. He was a 4-year-old little guy, tuxie type cat, and he had at the time cancer and something else. It was terminal, and there was nothing we could do about it. So we decided to end his pain, which is very, very hard to do, as you who are a pet owner may know. And so we did, and it was a rough evening for me that night, and so I ended up just going to bed. Now, at the time where we lived, the cats would always sleep on the bed. We had 4 total, and the one was laying on the bed with us, and we were in bed. And as we woke up, we were sitting there just laying in the bed along with the other cat. No other cats in the room, and the next thing we hear is the bed move by our feet, and then a noise of a cat jumping off the bed onto the floor as it, made that noise. I looked, my wife looked, the cat looked. There was nothing there. It was the first experience like that I've ever had, and that's where I base my beliefs off of. Socks stuck around to make sure that we were okay, and then came to say goodbye, and then move on through the veil. Um, Either you may have had an experience something similar to like this too, if you've had an animal that you've cared for and loved, and had something happen to it where you had to let them go. But in some instances like that, it's better that way. They're not in pain. They know when they're going to pass. Dogs will run away and hide. Cats will hide under beds or away, or actually wander off to go and pass on their own. I don't know why they do that. And maybe it's to you know not put any grief on the families that they're with. But anyways, yes, that is why I believe that animals do pass through the veil, that they will maybe wait for you on the other side, and then otherwise they will maybe just jump into their next life cycle. I've read stories where somebody's had an animal that they loved deeply. It passed. A couple years later, they went to a shelter to adopt another animal, and this animal had the exact same characteristics of their prior pet, and the animal would do things or know things that it would be impossible for that shelter animal to know. And they believe that particular pet was a reincarnation of their former animal, and it was just fate that they happened to come up and get this same animal and his spirit back. So yeah, that's my belief. Not gonna speak for anybody else's beliefs, but take it for what you will. Like I said, I'm sure a few of you have had some type of experience like that, and if you have, go ahead and comment on it. I'd be truly interested to read what has happened in your life in that particular instance. Um, you know, I would really like to see and hear more stories if anybody has any. So yeah, if you can and you don't mind, go ahead and post that in the comments. I would really like to see that. Well, that's all I have for tonight. Just wanted to kind of, you know, um, not gloss over, but, kind of just skim over how I think the rest of the non-human lives on this planet deal with what's going on when they pass and through the veil and everything. Hopefully everybody's staying safe and staying healthy. For those of you that are in the U.S. again, please have a safe and healthy 4th of July. Be careful with fireworks if you're going to do any. We're not doing any. We're just going to actually go out and tend our garden on Sunday and take care of a few things around the house because it needs it. So, again, everybody stay safe and stay healthy. Brave Crow Father signing off. Blessed be everybody.